Hi, my name is Tillett. I am the Director of Tourism for Belize.
Thank you so much for giving Breaking Travel News your time this morning here at ITB Berlin. It's great to be back, first of all.
Oh, of course. I mean, it gives us an opportunity to really come and network with all the industry professionals. And for us, it's important as we build our awareness and try to build the market from Europe.
Give us an update on Belize.
Well, Belize has definitely seen recovery. I think at the end of 2022, we are just about 74%, 75% of where we were 2019 in terms of our tourism assets or our infrastructure. We have had pretty much 100% back in terms of hotel room stock. In terms of our tour operators, we're just about 93%. And in terms of tour guides, we are definitely at 100% because we continue to train, which is important for us.
And what's been the secret to that success?
Well, I think the secret to that success is that we had a recovery plan. We implemented our plan. It was an all-inclusive plan with the private sector, with government, and we definitely pushed that agenda forward, and hence how we were able to recover so quickly. I think by the end of 2023, we should be somewhere around 91% of where we were 2019, and in 2024, fully recovered and beyond.
And what's the message to the market?
Well, Belize is open for business. We are not a destination that's just sand and sea. We're a destination that has a lot of culture, that has a lot of history. I think our destination has a lot to offer in a very small space. We have the Blue Hole, we have the longest living reef in the Western Hemisphere, an extensive cave system, our melting pot of cultures, our fusion in terms of cuisine, and of course the friendliness of our people. Belize has so much to offer.
And obviously for you being here in Europe, what are your objectives at ITB?
Well, my objective is definitely to build awareness for Belize, network, and increase putting heads in beds and putting butts on the planes. One of the challenge for us is definitely airlift, and we continue to focus on developing airlift capacity. So we've been talking to all the European airlines, putting our business case forward in trying to get that, because if we can get that, then I would think that we would see some exponential growth in business from Europe, which will help us to diversify as a destination, because Europeans tend to travel in the summer. Summer is our slow season. So what it would do is to flatten the curve between high and low season, which increases the economic benefits for all.
And what's the current connectivity situation for those of us in Europe?
In terms of those of us in Europe, getting to Belize is definitely a bit of a challenge. For the most case, you either have to come through the US, which probably involves overnight, and then you get to Belize. You can come through Cancun, Mexico, or definitely through Panama.
And what are your other kind of source markets outside of Europe?
Our key source market is definitely North America. The US is our biggest market, Canada, and now we are focusing on Mexico, Central America, and South America.
And I can't obviously not ask you to tell us a little bit about your visionary strategy and policy around sustainability. So please do share with the world.
Well, Belize has always been a sustainable destination. In fact, we were one of the leaders in terms of the whole blue bond financing. It allowed us to save about 12% in terms of our national debt, as well as protecting about 30% of our marine assets. That Belize has always been a leader in terms of sustainability. We're now in the process of updating our sustainable tourism master plan, which is the roadmap of how we develop and grow tourism. It's not just about increasing business, but to increase business in a sustainable manner, protecting the environment, and ensure that tourism can and will provide for everyone in the country. It represents 46% of our GDP, and so it's critical that we are successful in what we do.
And you've really integrated it across every form of the economy, which I think is really something that the world can learn from.
Yes, we have. It's not just talk, but it is something that we actually practice.
And looking forward, Tell us a little bit about sort of what the rest of 23 and 24 kind of has in store for Belize.
Well, 23 and 24 is definitely will be focusing on the recovery in terms of moving forward. There are some product development gaps in our country, and we are focusing on reducing those gaps to ensure that tourism is at its best and we offer excellent service quality to our visitors.
And for those thousands of people that are watching this interview, what's your message? What's your message to them about sort of Belize?
Well, Belize is one of the most diverse destinations on the planet. It has something for everyone, whether you are a solo traveler, family looking for adventure, looking for history, whether you're a foodie. Belize is a destination for you. We have so much to offer in such a small space that you can be on the longest living barrier reef in the Western Hemisphere in the morning, and you could be deep in the jungles of Belize sipping on a Belizean cocktail. That is the dynamic nature of our destination.
That's an irresistible invitation. Thanks so much for giving us your time today.
And thank you too.